Egypt, a land where the sun rises over endless sands and every grain seems to hold a secret from the past. The name itself has always sounded like a whisper from history, echoing through time, conjuring images of ancient wonders and lost civilizations. For years I dreamt of it. Pyramids rising from the desert, golden masks gleaming in museum lights, stories of pharaohs and gods etched in stone. Egypt was a place I'd only seen in books and documentaries, but it always felt just out of reach, like a legend waiting to be lived. As I grew older, the dream became a plan, a road trip across Egypt, from the bustling heart of Cairo to the tranquil shores of the Red Sea. I mapped out routes, traced lines across maps, and imagined the adventures that awaited. This wasn't just a holiday, it was a journey I felt destined to take. Something about Egypt called to me, as if the land itself was inviting me to uncover its mysteries. We'd start in Cairo, then follow the Nile south, exploring temples and tombs, meeting people along the riverbanks. The Nile, lifeblood of Egypt, would be our guide, leading us through landscapes both ancient and alive. Our route would end in Aswan, then cross the desert to the Red Sea. The anticipation was electric, a mix of excitement and nerves, knowing we'd be tracing the footsteps of explorers and adventurers before us. Why a road trip? Because the real Egypt lives between the landmarks, in villages where time seems to slow, in roadside cafes filled with laughter and stories, and in the unexpected encounters that make travel unforgettable. A road trip lets you stop, explore, and get a little lost. It's about wandering off the beaten path, discovering hidden gems, and letting curiosity lead the way. It's about the journey, not just the destination. The laughter shared on long drives, the music echoing through the desert, the sense of freedom that comes with every mile. In a country as layered as Egypt, the journey is everything. Every city, every village, every stretch of road tells a different story, blending ancient history with vibrant modern life. With bags packed and hearts racing, we set off. The city faded behind us as the promise of adventure pulled us forward. I knew there would be challenges, long days, unfamiliar roads, moments of doubt, but I was ready for them. Every challenge would be part of the story. Egypt called to me with its chaos, beauty, and history. The energy of Cairo, the serenity of the Nile, the timelessness of the desert, all of it was waiting to be experienced. I wanted to see the real Egypt, beyond the pages of history books and glossy travel magazines. I wanted to feel its pulse, taste its food, and hear its stories firsthand. This was the start of my own Egyptian epic, a journey into the unknown, fueled by curiosity and wonder. The desert sun, the ancient stones, the vibrant life. I was ready for it all. Every moment would be a memory, every challenge a lesson. I wanted to understand not just Egypt's past, but its present. To connect with the people who call this land home, and to see how ancient traditions blend with modern life. I was determined to let Egypt work its magic on me, to open my heart to every new experience, and to let the journey change me in ways I couldn't yet imagine. The date was marked. The adventure had begun. Every day would bring something new, something unexpected. I was ready to embrace every moment, every surprise, every twist in the road. This was the journey I'd always dreamed of. This was more than a trip. It was a dream come true. Egypt awaited, and I was finally ready to answer its call. Cairo greeted us with a symphony of life, honking cars, calls to prayer, street vendors. The air was thick with the scent of spices and the hum of conversation, as if the city itself was alive and breathing all around us. The city buzzed with energy, never sleeping. Even as the sun dipped below the horizon, the streets pulsed with activity, shops glowing, laughter echoing, and the distant rhythm of drums and music filling the night air. We stayed in the old city, surrounded by a tapestry of ancient mosques and modern buildings. Every corner told a story, every minaret reaching skyward as a silent witness to centuries of history. Our first stop, Khan el-Khalili Bazaar, a labyrinth of alleyways filled with spices, lanterns, and stories. The market was a sensory overload with vibrant colors, the clatter of craftsmen, and the aroma of fresh bread wafting through the air. Shopkeepers welcomed us with tea and laughter, eager to share tales of their city and offer a taste of Egyptian hospitality that felt both genuine and timeless. We tasted kosheri, Egypt's beloved street food, a hearty mix of lentils, rice, pasta, and spicy tomato sauce, a dish that seemed to capture the city's spirit in every bite, and drank sweet sugarcane juice, its coolness a welcome relief from the midday heat. refreshing us as we wandered deeper into the city's heart. Every meal was a discovery, every table a new connection. We found ourselves sharing stories with locals and travelers alike, forging friendships over plates of falafel and cups of strong, aromatic coffee. Evenings softened the city's heat. Families strolled along the Nile, children laughing as boats drifted by, and the city's golden lights shimmered on the water's surface. We sailed a felucca, city lights twinkling on the water, music drifting from nearby boats. The gentle sway of the river made the city feel magical, as if time itself slowed down for a moment. Cairo was a city of contrasts, ancient and modern, chaotic and peaceful. In one glance, you could see a centuries-old mosque standing beside a gleaming skyscraper, the old and new blending seamlessly. It captured my heart instantly, leaving me in awe of its beauty and complexity. This was the perfect start to our adventure, a city that promised both wonder and warmth at every turn. Cairo promised more wonders ahead, its mysteries waiting to be uncovered with every step we took. The journey had truly begun, and with Cairo's spirit guiding us, we were ready for whatever lay ahead. We left Cairo for Giza, anticipation building. The pyramids appeared through the haze, colossal, majestic, surreal. Standing at the base of the Great Pyramid, I felt tiny, awed by its scale and mystery. We ventured inside, down narrow passages into the heart of history. The Sphinx watched over the sands, its face weathered but powerful. As the sun set, the plateau glowed gold and pink, a moment of pure wonder. We met Ahmed, our camel guide, who shared stories of growing up in the pyramid's shadow. He showed us the best views and spoke with pride about his heritage. The pyramids aren't just relics, they're part of a living culture. Meeting people like Ahmed brought the ancient world to life. Giza was humbling, unforgettable. The dream was real. Egypt's giant stood before us. We drove south, the Nile guiding us to Luxor, the ancient heart of Egypt. Our hotel overlooked Luxor Temple, glowing at night. We explored Karnak, a vast complex of temples and towering columns. The great hypostyle hall was breathtaking, sunlight dancing on stone. Crossing to the west bank, we entered the Valley of the Kings, descending into tombs painted with vibrant scenes of the afterlife. Tutankhamun's tomb felt intimate, the colors astonishingly fresh. At sunrise, we soared in a hot air balloon, floating over the colossi of Memnon and Hatshepsut's temple. The landscape glowed gold, ancient and eternal. Luxor is truly an open-air museum. History everywhere you look. Every step felt like walking through time. The scale and beauty were overwhelming. Luxor's magic was undeniable. The past felt alive. Egypt's heart beat strong here. We left Luxor for Aswan by Dahabiyah, a traditional Nile sailboat. Life slowed to the river's gentle rhythm. We watched farmers, fishermen and children along the banks, timeless scenes. The crew shared music and stories under the stars. We visited Kom Ombo and Edfu, temples less crowded but rich in history. Mooring at small islands, we explored villages few tourists see. The Nile taught us to slow down and savor the moment. Every day was simple, beautiful and deeply connected to the land. The river is Egypt's lifeblood. You feel it on the water. This was the soul of our journey. Aswan welcomed us with calm waters and vibrant colors. The city felt relaxed, a gateway to Nubia. We visited a Nubian village, greeted with hibiscus tea and warm smiles. Fatima, our host, shared stories and traditions. Her children showed us their pet crocodile. Nubian culture is ancient, proud, and incredibly welcoming. We explored Philae Temple, rescued from the Nile's rising waters, a sanctuary of love and magic. The unfinished obelisk lay in its quarry, a testament to ambition and imperfection. Aswan's beauty was quiet and profound. The people's warmth left a lasting impression. Here, history and hospitality intertwined. The gentle flow of the Nile matched the gentle hearts we met. Aswan was a place to breathe, reflect, and connect. We crossed the eastern desert, trading sand for the turquoise of the Red Sea. The coast was a world apart, quiet, simple, stunning. We snorkeled in crystal clear water, discovering vibrant coral gardens and colorful fish. The silence underwater was peaceful, a contrast to city life. We explored reefs by boat, guided by a seasoned sailor. We saw clownfish, angelfish, even a sea turtle gliding by. The Red Sea's beauty and fragility were humbling. Evenings brought fiery sunsets over distant mountains. We reflected on our journey, grateful for the wonders we'd seen. The Red Sea was a perfect, peaceful finale. Here we rested and absorbed all we'd experienced. Egypt's magic lingered in the air. No adventure is without challenges, and Egypt tested us. Driving in Cairo was chaos, honking, weaving, learning to go with the flow. A breakdown in a remote village left us stranded, but locals helped with smiles and cold water. Their kindness bridged any language gap. The heat forced us to adapt, exploring early and resting midday. Haggling in markets became a game, teaching us confidence and humor. These bumps made our journey richer, not harder. We learned patience, resilience, and the value of a sense of humor. The imperfect moments became our best stories. Travel isn't about perfection, it's about how you handle the unexpected. Egypt's challenges connected us to its people. We left stronger, more open, and grateful. The lessons stayed with us. The drive back to Cairo was quiet, filled with memories and sand. The landscape outside the window seemed endless, the golden dunes stretching on forever, as if Egypt itself was reluctant to let us go. Each mile brought a gentle ache, a longing to hold on to every moment just a little longer. We'd seen wonders, pyramids rising from the desert, the eternal flow of the Nile, the sparkling Red Sea. But Egypt gave us more than sights. It offered us a sense of awe, a feeling that we were part of something ancient and enduring. Here, history feels alive, woven into every stone and every breeze. Time stretches back 5,000 years, and you can almost hear the whispers of pharaohs and poets in the air. My worries shrank. The present moment mattered most. Surrounded by such beauty and depth, I found myself breathing slower, letting go of the rush I'd brought with me. Egyptians live with patience and acceptance. Inshallah, if God wills it. Their calm faith in life's unfolding taught me to trust the journey, to accept what comes with grace. I learned to appreciate simple joys, mint tea shared at sunset, the warmth of fresh bread, laughter echoing by the riverbank. These small moments became treasures of their own. Kindness and hospitality broke down barriers. Strangers became friends, and every meal felt like a celebration of connection. I returned home changed, my heart fuller, my mind more open. Egypt had left its mark on me, a gentle reminder to live with wonder and gratitude. The real treasures were the connections we made with locals, with fellow travelers, and with the land itself. These bonds are what I cherish most. Egypt taught me to see, to listen, to embrace the world with open arms. Its lessons linger, shaping how I move through life. This was more than a trip, it was a transformation. I discovered new parts of myself in the shadow of ancient wonders. A part of me will always remain in Egypt, along the timeless Nile, where the past and present flow together in harmony. The journey ended, but its magic endures. Egypt's spirit travels with me, wherever I go. Egypt's story became part of my own. A chapter I'll carry with me always, written in the language of wonder and belonging.